Ooh, my stomach. I think I started this live at the wrong time. Yeah. So, hello everybody. We're back at it again. It's the main man, E to the Z. I kind of feel like my mustache is sideways for me. It's really just the way that the hair is growing. Uh, Y'all didn't just come to look at the beauty of me as your future king. Uh, yeah, I'm future king. I'm just in the mood of voicing some things that was voiced in my previous video and some things that was just prevalent and brought up the whole write up for all of this right now. So let's just dive into this. So some time ago, I was talking with some friends when I was in my early teens, early 20s and shit, and we was talking about things that we as black people own, and everybody was talking about how BT this, BT that, and I was like, we don't own BT, right? And it was like, what are you talking about? We own it. That's why it's called Black Entertainment. I'm like, you sure? Look at it. What about it is Black entertainment? Like, what? What? It's kind of like what I said in my video the last video. If Black people owned their own products, Black people own their own things, our community would be rich. You wouldn't even see a white president. You wouldn't even see anything of a white man in control. And I'm not saying this out of the racism that they've already built us to have to fight, and feel that we are still oppressed upon, from, like I said, unless somebody hold it to read it. The Willie Lynch theory, you know what I'm saying? Um, all of that and so much more. It's like it's really groundbreaking to know that there's still people out here that believe, no offense, because we do, but we don't own anything. The thing that we own is ourselves, our knowledges, and the way that we choose to live, and how we choose to implement those things. We own that. Although some people say you don't even own that, we own that. Um, Another thing, it's it's just really sad, but then at the same time, it's not really sad. It's just it's retarded. It's retarded because it's retarded. I really don't know the ways to really say it for my community other than retarded when I talk about my community. And when I talk about my community, I'm not just saying like yes, the whole entire, but I'm speaking upon the mindset of us believing that the things that we watched on the television was true about what we own. When we was told directly the only truth you will ever find for a black person is in a book. And what don't black people of certain mental capacities based off of choice do? Don't read. And then even if they do read, it sucks, but it happens. Can you comprehend and internalize what you just read? Because if not, then it was just pointless of reading if you did not apply what you read. You know, it's literally like a history book. A history book isn't just for you to read and know what people in the past did. A history book is for you to know what you need to build, protect, uphold, and move forward in, right? Because when you read about the founding fathers of this land, right, the ones who stole it, right, those founding thieves, when you read about the founding thieves of America, you'll see the patterns. You'll see. I'll look at that later. You'll see that I'm trying to say this like, because even I'm still trying to grip myself about it, but I understand it. Maybe I should do another video on it. Nah, I'm gonna just do it because apparently somebody else is gonna grab and making the video. I don't really care. I'm not doing this for attention. I'm doing this because it needs to be done. I don't give a fuck about money. I know how to make my own electricity. I know how to build a car. I know how to build a house. I know how to grow plants. And you can say that, oh, that's probably because you sold drugs. Yes, I've grown my own weed. So at least we don't have me in the street running people over in a car because I just wanted to feel good, but I'm inebriated. I don't like alcohol unless I'm using it to clean something. I don't believe in it going in my body. I'll drink some wine. I do like Crown Royal, though. But I do love corn liquor. But that's not what I'm trying to make this video. This video is about. But what I'm saying, getting at is we need to structure ourselves better than we have been. We need to look at the fact that we're living in a distractive circle. I was saying to a colleague, I love working in the sense of working to help better others better themselves, I should say, right? I love doing that. I don't mind getting paid for it. I don't mind knowing that my creator sees me doing it, and I'm doing it from the honesty of my heart and helping people in harm reduction, helping people and realizing that you have the power to shape and mold your life and move forward and change. Because the same thing, well, not the same thing, that same energy and that same thought pattern that you allowed yourself to be settled in, that got you to do nothing, is that same motivation you need to put into yourself to get up, make something happen, and stick to it. Because that's the only way Black people gonna have our own. We just don't have our own. The only thing we have is our ideas and each other. And maybe I'm missing something, possibly, or not really. I'm not. But if I am, comment section right there. I feel like I forgot because my paper just disappeared that I wrote all my stuff with. But I remember a good portion, so I said it's gonna be a short video. But nonetheless, I'll go off of the other video I had. Hopefully it lets me play. Because sometimes my phone be on some other shit. Yeah, my phone is on some other shit right now. Ah! Fuck you, Instagram. Oh, there we go. So this is what I was just listening to.
Black culture back like 1950s, 1960s, they had very low divorce rates. They all dressed really nice. They were all polite and everything like that, you know, and with any culture. But everything started going downhill when they had somebody else take control over their media and started profiting off their own demise. Because I remember even hearing Kanye West talking about this, like 1990s. That's when all this like gangster stuff coming out. Yeah. And they had all these like self-demeaning music videos and everything like that. Missy Elliott and calling herself a bitch. They're all using the N-word and stuff like that. It's all like self-depreciation, but you have another group of people destroying somebody else's culture and making a ton of money in the process. Right. And that's not right. And they're making them look bad. BET and all that, they should own their own media. Everyone should own their own media. But when you don't own your own media, that's when others get to exploit you for their own profit and to your own demise, man. And they control you, basically. And they control you. They control which way you vote and everything through that, too. BET is not even owned by black people. Mm-hmm. The Redstone family. They're Ashken.
The Redstone family. So while y'all out there trying to be desperate housewives, while y'all out there trying to be gangsters and thugs, remember that's somebody's narrative. Yet and still, like I said the other day in my last video, Willie Lynch. It's all Willie Lynch. Everything Willie Lynch. Sports Willie Lynch. Look how they did Kobe. Bill Cosby. Michael Jackson. Prince. Whitney Houston. It's all Willie Lynch. It's all control. Thought control. Like the thought police. 1984. That's time I said 48. I don't know why. But I do know why 48. But if you know your history, 1948. Another video. With 1984, Thought Police. That's when the movie was made. The book was out since like the 50s. They already had preparations. Everything that we're going through is already like 50, 20, 30, 40 years in preparation. Just like the whole deficit of the generational gap, the generational wealth gap in families. Since Willie Lynch, that's 444 years ago, maybe a little more. Excuse me. But in the end, it's like, really? Money? How important is money? Money has only the value in which you give it, right? So we give, this isn't an American dollar, but this is a dollar nonetheless, right? We give this a value, right? Only to spend it and then have no value, right? To have this for this, when all of this is what I'm holding, without the water in this bottle, and before it got turned into this, it was already worth something. When it was just a ficus tree. You know what I'm saying? Because this isn't just a normal tree. This is like ficus paper. Actually, yeah, it's like ficus paper. So this had value to me as the tree that it was, because I could have used the tree to either make a house, a chair, maybe something to smoke with, a book, I can't really see this as really valuable, other than the value that we psychologically give it in these times. But like I was saying earlier, I don't know why I dropped that like that. As I was saying earlier, this, right, and this destroy the planet when it's just left out. So what good am I doing for the place in which I was told to nurture and love? You know, the Creator put us on this earth to farm and look over the animals, the fish, in the air, on the land, and in the sea, right? I'm supposed to nurture and govern that and take care of that and make sure it's plentiful. But that's not what I'm doing. If I wanted to help animals, I got to go to a school, devote my time to, hope I pass the exam, hope I get paid when I go to a place, or better yet, being that I'm a black man, even get accepted into the facility and work, right? And work with the animals. And there's places that are being defunded, and they're supposed to help and support the animals. And some of the animals are going extinct because people are hunting the animals. Like, Make it make sense. Like, how much of a distraction did the devil really pull over your eyes to where you only see one? Everything that we do is a distraction, except for the main thing that which I said, or shall I say that the Bible has already written. What was Adam, everybody? He was a nurturer, he was a farmer, he was a gatherer. Yeah, I get it. We got fast food, but none of the fast food we make is real food. Where are the homeless people? Where are the people that they just scooping up off the street? Where are the what? Where? In fact, I'm gonna take it even further. We are all gonna die, right? Follow me. We are all going to die. We all have this choice to either get put in the ground or cremated. You following me? We all have the choice of if we're going to get put in the ground or cremated, right? Well, has anybody opened up any new cemeteries? Because I have not seen a new cemetery anywhere because all of this land is old, right? And in order for you to have a cemetery, I mean, your family had to have owned this land, right? Or have brought this land years ago, right? Years ago. And I'm gonna hit y'all with a loophole. If you want to keep the land that you living on, like the place you live with a front yard, backyard, bury one of your family members right there. They can't tell you that it's not yours after that. You own it. It's yours. It's yours. The government can't touch it. Nobody can touch it. Nobody can touch it. I'm gonna say this again. Nobody can touch it. You know what I'm saying? You live there. Rather you was paying. If I buried my mother, my father, or myself in my backyard, it's mine. But back to a big story. Has anybody seen any new cemeteries? No. You know, they say that they dig a hole and then they put the body in and it's bruh. Where's the old bodies? You just take them out the ground and you put you know there's certain cemeteries that illegally stack other bodies on top of bodies. Like they'll take a casket that's probably been in there for 6 years, take that one up, and then put a new one underneath that one. Make it make sense. You don't believe me? Watch these cemeteries. Go to the cemetery, stand outside and just look. Watch. You will see so much just with your mouth closed and your eyes and your ears open. Wide open. Intentively open. Like a camera and a microphone. Run that back. You can't lie to me. I know nobody can see what I see, even if I was to go like, now you see it. It don't work that way. I have to record it. Pull out my phone. I ain't gonna pull it all out. It's just, yo, where are all these? Where the cemeteries at? Where are the bodies at? Where are the bodies at? And you got black kids disappearing left and right. You got children in general disappearing left and right because, like I said in the last video, they don't really care about the color no more because everybody's multiculturally raced. I said that funny, but multiculturally raced. That when the slave master was out there fucking his slaves, you are not an ordinary person. You are like me, an alien to those that hate you, or should I say that hate me. You know, the Israelite. You know, no, I'm not Christ. I'm just little brother. I'm just helping set the stage for my big brother. I gotta make sure my brother has a good entrance for his room. This is his room. I'm in my brother's room. I'm just vacating it till the time of him arriving, for him to take all of us home. My brother gonna take us all home. My brother, because my brother looks like me. My brother, father, my father, our father, looks like all of us. You know, chocolate. You know, everybody want chocolate. If chocolate was white, everybody would want chocolate because it's white. And guess what nationality I would be or color my skin would be? Well, that's really like yellow or whatever, red, amber. Um, but it looks white because it's bright, but that don't mean it's right. Um, with that being said, I think I'm about to hit my mark of time. Ladies and gentlemen, black folks, the only way that we're gonna have what's ours is if we keep it ours. Stop looking to be signed by these shitty ass labels and just be independent. No, I don't want your distribution. No, I don't want to be in your magazines. I don't want fame. I just want people to know my name. And that's not fame. There's a difference. Because you can know my name and never have seen me, but know what I did. Just like history. Can you tell me what um Nefertiti's look like? No, but you know her. You know of her. You know she's a black woman. She could be heavy set, slim, whatever. You know, but you know her name because of history. That's all I seek to do. I just want my name echoed across the universe, although it is, because my name comes from a fallen angel, the 13th angel. In fact, the angel that had God's greatest gift, which is God's grace. And when he fell to man, he took up a new identity and taught man something called cloud lao, which is knowledge of self. And he taught man how to read, how to tell the future, read dreams, went under a different name, started making avatars that he could jump in and out of. Um, and called himself THOT. But you ain't gotta believe me. But you can go and find yourself approved in the researches and information that's out there. So that's the end of this little video. It's not a rant. It's just letting you know a big brother's coming. I can't tell you when. I just hear him. And it's getting louder and louder. Boy, is he getting loud. Also want to say one thing he do want me to say. All those committing sin, and he even spoke to me. All those committing sin, and it doesn't matter the sin, no matter what it is. If you want to go to heaven, even if your sin is happening right now, if you want to go to heaven, there's two people that you will have to speak to. And yes, he is one. But before you can speak to him, there's another person that you got to ask forgiveness from because of your wrongs. And that person, I'm not allowed to tell you. Because you all are grown and you know who you owe that apology to. And when you give that apology to that individual, and then you give the one to him, just know that second person I'm mentioning, if they don't see conviction in your apology, you are doomed to repeat the sin that Christ would have forgiven you for. And if you repeat that sin, just know your name will not be mentioned. So start the forgiveness trial once you finish watching this video. Because, like I said, Big Bro is coming. And he's coming just like he said. I'm coming raging fire. You just don't know what kind of fire. You all have a beautiful day.